this channel. I hope you're healthy and safe. So, guys, first of all, thank you for liking the videos. I can see some likes are coming now. And also, thank you for commenting on the videos because I can see some comments are coming as well. However, I would love to see a lot more likes and a lot more comments on these videos. So please keep watching these videos and learn, and please like more, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, press the bell notification, and just keep liking the videos and commenting on them. So what is this video about? So guys, in my last video I showed you how to slice strings in Python, and it is a very important concept. And like I said in my last video that a lot of experienced Python programmers are still confused with that concept. So I want you to practice it a lot, and that's why I'm creating a challenge too in this video. So this video is about a challenge for string slicing that I've shown you in my last video. So now you might be wondering what is gonna be in this string slicing challenge. So in challenge 1 that we created for variables and typecasting of variables, we created a story called weird story. Now because it was a weird story, it wasn't supposed to make any sense because it's a weird story. However, I'm thinking in challenge 2 we write horror story. Ooh. If you're wondering what was that, well, that was me trying to do some ghost sounds. um, don't worry about it. I was just trying to light the mood. Um, anyway, this challenge that we are going to complete in this video, actually you will be writing your own stories because that's the challenge. We will use string slicing to write a meaningful horror story. Now you might be wondering what that means. So let me show it to you. What I've done is I've actually before that I need to show you how I created it. So I just went on Google and I typed horror words and it showed me a few different links, and I clicked on this one. It says 100 scary words to chill you to your core. That's what we want right now. So yeah, there's like a lot of words there which we can use, and I use these words to create a string. So I created a new file in Visual Studio Code. I named it challenge2.py, and then I created a string. In this string I wrote a small story which is a horror story, and it is making sense. It's not like weird story which wasn't making sense. So maybe by the end of this challenge, not only you learn how to write stories, meaningful stories in Python using string slicing, it may make your story writing skills better, and maybe one day you can be next Stephen King. Who knows? But let's talk about the challenge now. So I created a string, and you might be thinking, what is this guy doing? He's asking us to write a story using string slicing. whereas he's just written a string. So he's written the story in a string. That would be very easy. Yeah, it was easy. But what I've done is I've used some of these words from this website. So spooky is there. Where is it? Spooky here. I've used spine chilling somewhere. Spine chilling. I've used scary, creepy, evil, demonic, ghost-like, apparition, frightened. So some of these words I've used from that website, and what I've written is not the challenge. So this is just a string, and you will be creating your own string in your challenge. So you'll be writing a context of the story on the top in a string, and I've added new line characters because I just wanted it to be shown in separate lines like that. Um, anyway, I'll just clear this. I'm just gonna remove this print statement because I don't want the string to be printed. I want the story that I'm going to write to be printed. So first thing first, I will pull up my last tutorial file as well, which I created. So if you don't know what this is, I want you to go and watch the video that I created on string slicing. You can find that in the playlist on my channel, and I've explained each one of these in that video. And the reason I've opened this here is because I wanted to show you what I'm going to do. So first thing first, I want to print the length of this string. $4.29. So this is what the length is for this particular string. Okay. Now let's write the story. So I'm going to create a story, or you can just do print because we don't need to really write it, like store it. So I'm just gonna say I can see I here, so maybe I should use that I. So if I'm using string slicing, what index you think that I is on? First index is the space, so there's a space. However, first index in a string is 0, so I is on number 1. So I'll just say um, do I have horror in there? Start horror. Story. Today. never told this story to anyone as I it is very. Now the second word I want to use is spooky. I want to use that word. So I'm just gonna say, what do we use a word? We do something like this. Remember, that's how we get a part of the string. We slice it. Okay. So let me just copy it maybe. I'm lazy, guys. And what I'm doing here with the plus, I'm doing concatenation of the string. Okay, so now let's say I want spooky, so it would be somewhere around 7. Let's try that. To 12. I'm just guessing here. I don't know if it's 7 or 10, 12. I'll guess. So I'll keep printing it. Okay, first thing, I need to provide a space here. So it makes more sense. Okay. I am, so we got I correctly from string slicing. We got I here. Then I have never told this story to anyone as it is very. Okay. First thing, I need to provide a space here. Now that needs to be 9 because here it got printed from A and then space and then I need to make this 14. Run it now. I'm going to tell you a horror story today. I've never told this story to anyone as it is very spooky, and because the upper bound is not included, that's why y didn't come there. So if I want up to 14 characters, I think this is 14th. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. Okay, now I'm getting spooky because the upper bound is not included and this is 15th character. So I took one more. I can continue. So I can just say I just str guys, this might look like a really tiresome exercise, and I understand that, But the more I do this slicing, the better I get. And trust me, nobody is perfect. Nobody is. If you think I am, I'm not. If you think someone else is, nobody is. And nobody remembers on top of their head programming. If you understand the concepts, if you understand the fundamentals, that's it. And obviously, nobody remembers everything all the time. That's why we refer to Google, and we also refer to other resources that we've got, to different books. So you don't have to remember everything all the time, but you need to understand the fundamentals. You need to understand what this means. If you wouldn't know what that means, you would not be able to use it. That's why I want you to understand this. So I'm just gonna create one more sentence, and I will um, show you what this um, like. I'll just create one more sentence, but I want you to write as many sentences as you can. I know it might looks like boring exercise, but it's just making your skills stronger. Trust me. So let's say, so I've used spooky. Um, I went to this prison or I'll just say mental old mental asylum last year, and SDR actually, and was, I'm going to use this word lonely. So I was SDR. What word is that? Let's say 42 to 45. This should give me a basic idea of where we are. 47 was. Okay, so say 38. So was this? So it has to be another, say 52 to 57. So I'm getting these now. So that has to be 60 to 67. Let's try that. Yeah, nearly there. 60. I was lonely. And sorry, plus in our room. And I saw a let's try this ghost-like apparition. When I saw a STR. Now I'm not gonna use the normal slicing. I'm gonna use the negative slicing here because it's right at the end somewhere. So let's do negative 20. Nearly there. So that's gonna be perfect. So all I need to do is just remove all of this after it. So let's say minus I'm not sure if this will work though. Let's try. Oh yeah, sorry. Perfect. So I'm gonna clear this and show you what I've written. So this first 429 is just the length of this string that we have created on the top. Then I'm printing this actual story which I'm writing using string slicing. And it just says, I'm going to tell you a horror story today. I've never told this story to anyone as it is very spooky. Very spooky. Very spooky. I went to this old mental asylum last year and I was lonely in a room when I saw a ghost like apparition. So that's all good and fine. So, guys, this is a small story that I've written here. I want you to write a longer story. I know it might take a lot of time. I will paste this in the description section anyway, so you can use that and you can use the words in it. But I want you to try this. And you can see I've used different types of string slicing. So that's just a character one, that's a positive string slicing, and that's a negative string slicing. I want you to use something like this. And obviously, I didn't know um, what characters, and I just guessed and made changes. So, but at the end, when you see something meaningful coming up as an output, that makes your day anyway. So give it a try. Tell me how your experience was, and if this exercise helped you in learning string slicing. I'll see you in my future videos, guys. Please like these videos, share them, subscribe to this channel, and comment on these videos.